A blessed day to everyone. I'm Robin Bucasas and now I am introduced to you some of the heritage sites that found in Europe. So the first is the historic center of Vienna. So Vienna is developed from early Celtic and Roman settlement into a medieval and marquee city, the capital of Austro-Hungarian Empire. It played an essential role as leading European music center from the great age of Viennese classicism through the early part of 20th century. The historic center of Vienna is rich in architectural ensembles, including the Bucasas and garden, as well as the late 20th century ringstrasse lined the building monuments. And so in 2017, the historic center of Vienna was added to the list of World Heritage Sites in Danger. According to UNESCO, the development of a new high-rise project near the city of center of Vienna is threatening the status and outstanding heritage value of this world. Heritage sites, specifically the purpose new high projects, Rise Tower, indoor skating, a conference venue, and fitness center. The entire development will cover more than 21,000 square feet in land area. The development is expected to hold groundbreaking in 2019. This proposed complex will be located just too close to the first public park in Vienna, as well as the Wien River banks. So the next heritage is the New Desert Sea Cultural Landscape, incorporate of the watermost step take in Eurasia. This is an area of outstanding natural values and landscape diversity, created and sustained by the encounter of different landscape types. It is situated in the cross-section of different geographic flora and fauna zones, as well as wetlands, and is characterized by the subalpine mountains and sub-Mediterranean hills, alkaline lakes that dry out from the time, saline salt streets, and short-time plains. This area, a valuable biosphere reserve and gene bank, is home to a rich diversity of flora and fauna, and has been shaped harmoniously for 8 millennia in different human groups and ethnically diverse population. So the property has been a nature and landscape protection area since 1977, and the protection area has been classified as reserve under the Rasmar Convention since 1983. The Puerto Sea is also a biosphere reserve in Australia. In 1993 is within Ramsar area. The southern Hungarian end of the property has been a landscape protection since 1977, and it became a Puerto Hansag National Park in 1991. Furthermore, parts of the property also belong to the Natural 2000 network. Cultural property, including outstanding monuments and group of buildings and objects, is protected in Austria and Australian Monument Protection Act 1923. So, and it's in Hungary by the Act of 2001 on the protection of cultural heritage. The entire historic center of free town of Ras or Austria and Potorkos or Hungary are under historic area protection. Nature is protected by law on provincial level in Austria. So next here is a ancient and primeval beach forest of the Caribbean and other regions of Europe. Later on, I will mention what are those countries who share this ancient primeval beach forest. So this transboundary property stretches over 12 countries. So since the end of the last Ice Age, European beach spread from a few isolated isolated diffuse area in Alps, Caribbean, Mediterranean, and Pyrenees over a short period of a few thousand years in a process that is still ongoing. The successful and expansion across the whole continent is related to the trees' adaptability and tolerance of different climatic, geographic, and physical conditions. So the country who shared those transboundary are Albania, Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Germany, Italy, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, and Ukraine. So next is the prehistoric pile dwelling around the Alps. The serial property of 111 small individual sites encompasses the remains of prehistoric pile dwelling settlements in and around the Alps, built from around 5,000 to 500 BC. On the edges of the lakes, rivers, and wetlands, excavation only conducted in some of the sites have yielded evidence that provides insight into the prehistoric times during the Neolithic and Bronze Age in Alpine Europe. And the environment, 56 of sites are located in Switzerland. The settlement are unique group and exceptionally well preserved and culturally rich archaeological sites, which constitutes one of the most important sources of the study of early agrarian societies in Greece. So, the series of 12 dwelling sites are one of the most important archaeological sources for the study early agrarian societies in Europe between 5,000 to 500 BC. The model condition have preserved organic matter that contributes in an outstanding way to our understanding of significant changes in Neolithic and Bronze Age, history of Europe in general, and of the interaction between regions and Alps in particular. So the next here is the walled city of Baku with the Bucasas Palace and the Maiden Tower. So, built on a site inhabited since the Paleolithic period, the walled city of Baku reveals evidence of Zoroastrian, Sasanian, Arabic, Persian, Shirvani, Ottoman, and Russian presence and cultural continuity. The inner city has preserved much of its 12th century defensive walls. The 12th century Maiden Tower is built over earlier structures dating from the 7th to 6th centuries BC, and the 15th century of Shirvani's palace is one of the pearls of Azerbaijan's architecture. So, the walled city of Baku represents an outstanding and rare example of historic urban ensemble and architecture with influence from Zoroastrian, Sasanian, Arabic, Persian, Shirvani, Ottoman, and Russian culture. So, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for your listening. Thank you so much.